Well, hello there. My name's Sometimes Heather and I play Oblivion. Last time, I promised to become a little bit undead, so let's do that. As you may know, I play Elder Scrolls Online as a stage 4 vampire and love it. But in Oblivion, being a vampire isn't all that fun. Today, I will tell you why. Let's first get infected. I'm at Fort Carmala, which is located south of Coral, and is teeming with vampires. In order to become a vampire, we need to get one to bite us. That will give us a disease called porphyric hemophilia. Well, that was easy. So usually I would go to any chapel and pray at the big altar to get rid of the disease. Waiting will worsen your state and eventually turn you into a vampire. After 72 hours, sleeping will activate vampirism. The first thing you'll notice is a dream. As you slumber, you have a nightmare of blood and wake up screaming with a strange thirst. At this point, things are relatively okay. You get a small boost to many skills and attributes and take a small amount of damage from sunlight. You will also get a new ability called Hunter's Sight. This gives you night eye and detect life for 30 seconds at a time. Time will worsen your condition, take you one step deeper into undeath. After 24 to 48 hours, sleeping will push you to vampire stage 2. Now, attributes and skills get a larger boost, but you also take more damage from sunlight. A new ability, Vampire Seduction, will allow you to charm an NPC once per day. If you ask me, this skill is totally useless since you can craft a much better charm in Frostcrack Spire. At this point, your appearance will start to change. You grow paler and paler as you advance through the stages of vampirism, and NPCs notice it. Those closest to you are the first ones to ask if you're feeling well, or whether you should go see a healer. While the change is subtle, it does flush out the essence of health from you. Takes your muchness, like the Hatter would say. If you wait even longer, 48 to 72 hours, sleeping will take you to stage 3. Now you gain access to another greater power. Reign of Terror will allow you to, once per day, silence an enemy while demoralizing them. The damage taken from sunlight is increased, and so is your vulnerability to fire. At this point, things start to seem a bit bleak and you must ponder, is there a cure? A way to rid yourself of this horrendous state, and also, the maid resting peacefully in the basement is starting to seem awfully tasty. Feeding will return you to Vampire Stage 1, to the point where this adventure was still enjoyable in its own way. If you choose to play as a vampire, I would encourage you to stay on stage 1 or 2 to make your life, manageable. But we must now wait a little bit more, up to 72 hours and sleep. Another nightmare later, we are completely corrupted by the curse of vampirism and get to enjoy all the benefits it brings us. Skills and attributes take a 20% boost, and we have a 20% resistance toward normal weapons. Fire burns us bad, so bad, and sunlight can kill us in seconds. Spamming a minor heal does little to help us. We now have access to all vampire abilities. The last one to unlock is Embrace of Shadow's greater power, which turns us invisible for a limited time and grants us night eye. We can use this once a day, so a ring of invisibility might be a better choice. While on stage 4, we can only venture out into the open world at night, when the dreaded Daystar turns a blind eye upon us. NPCs no longer tell us to go see a healer, nay. Instead, they refuse to speak with us, tell us to flee, to disappear from their presence. We have become a solitary being, a shadow who must hide in forts and caverns while the sun drowns the world in light. Doesn't sound like a lot of fun now, does it? While being a vampire does have a certain appeal to it, the mysticism, the danger, the feeding on the innocent, it does make life really inconvenient. On low stages, the boosts we get to certain attributes and skills aren't that impressive, and while on higher stages, the penalties do become a bit unbearable. A 20% boost is good, yes, but being so vulnerable to light doesn't really make the deal that desirable. In ESO, being a stage 4 vampire can be a lot of fun, a challenge of entertaining kind, but in Oblivion, it turns your gaming experience from a free-roaming adventure to a waiting game. I wouldn't want to see you take on such a burden. Running free across the gorgeous world Bethesda and Virtuous have given us is so much more fun. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Next time, I will show you how to get rid of vampirism. Thank you so much for watching and see you all later. Galburst in it.